Everyone's so frustrated with everything that's going on right now as far as humanity as a whole. See, people, we are stepping into new earth right now, okay? And things will never be the same. It will never be, sorry, it's my cat. It will never be the way it used to be. And people are literally expecting it to be that way. And it's not gonna be like that, guys. These lockdowns that are happening right now are meant to happen for a reason. The universe is slowing down things so that people can actually learn how to sit with themselves, sit with presence, instead of being on the go all the time. Everything's, everything in the past was all busy, 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 busy. Everyone was on the go. Everyone was on the go. No one actually ever just took the time. I'm not speaking for everyone, but for most of humanity, everyone was just wanting to stay busy. And have you noticed, like, as soon as things started to open up, the faster it opened up, things are starting to shut down again. We're going right back. Because that is all a part of the new earth that's happening right now. We're stepping into new earth. It's never going to be the same. The universe is trying to send out a signal here, and no one is really paying attention. It's time, people, for people to wake up. Okay, we're going through a huge spiritual awakening right now, and it's not a bad thing. See, people are so used to feeding the ego, because the ego says you must stay busy. You must stay productive and active instead of just being still with presence and dealing with what is. And people actually believe that they are the ego and the mind and the personality. That's been the problem for so long here. And that's just not the case. That's not who you are. You are a spiritual being. You are what is. You are presence. And somehow, some way, we lost ourselves in the mind and in the ego. By believing that everything just must be busy all the time. We have to stay active constantly. Just when you think things are going back to normal, look what happens. We go right back to the way it was when the lockdown first happened. And a lot of people are fearing. They're fearing this shit. They're fearing having to sit with themselves. And that is the ego doing that. The ego is showing you this fear because it doesn't like change, people. The ego does not like change whatsoever. So it will reflect this fear to you that you must stay busy. Because if you don't, you're not going to get nothing done. How do you know if you're not giving it a chance and allowing yourself to just sit and literally shed layers of energy of the ego that just doesn't serve you anymore? It's no longer serving you, and that's why this is happening. It's time. The universe is like, it is time. I'm shutting it the fuck down. It's time for people to wake up. We are going through a huge spiritual awakening right now. And the ones that don't get it or understand, they're the ones that are struggling with it the most. I'm fucking used to it. I mean, I've been a hermit for the last 2 to 3 years since I first started on this spiritual journey, you know? Yeah. In time, the vibration will raise on Earth once people finally actually are okay with presence, with just being in their moment, without feeling like they have to constantly do something because the mind is showing them that. This is what is happening right now. The universe is trying to show you that, you know, the frequency needs to be raised as far as the vibration goes, as far as the energy on Earth. You know, there's a real low, dense energy. And until that is raised, this is what we're having to deal with. It's a new Earth, you know, but the ones that are sleeping can't see that. People are always talking about how it's the end of the world. No, it's just the beginning of something beautiful and amazing. This is how it should have been a long time ago, but centuries ago. But I guess everything has its timing, right? Hang in there, guys. We're heading for a bumpy ride right now, because humanity as a whole is really struggling right now, and in time they'll align with spirit, and then they'll finally see why this had to happen. If you look at this as being a horrible thing, then that is what it will be. And the energy will be very dense. You know, the vibration, the frequency on Earth will be very dense. But if you look at everything in a positive light and know that this is for our higher good, this is for the higher good, then that's what it will be as well. It's okay to sit with yourself. It's okay to just be and allow yourself just to deal with the present. But that's what's happening, guys. That's what's happening right now. We're being forced to be still in presence right now. It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing at all. It's just the ego showing you that it's a bad thing. But you're not the ego, and you're most definitely not the mind or the personality. You're neither. You're none of it. You are pure consciousness, the spirit, the universe. And what does the universe do? It sits still and allows things to just kind of flow to it. Trees, they stand still. Flowers stand still. They don't move. You don't see anything really bad happening to them unless somebody decides to come and chop a tree down or pick a flower. But the tree and the flower don't go looking for something to do. I don't know if that makes any sense to you, but it's guided to tell you that it's okay to sit still. And that's what's happening. It's new earth, guys. It's new earth. We are stepping into new earth. Presence. All right. I guess that's it. Until next time. Bye for now.